Good afternoon, ma. Mrs.Olubunmi Mary Gbadewole, the Managing Director and CEO of this wonderful company that is Crownbee Global Services Limited, and this wonderful real estate firm that we are finding ourselves. All protocol duly and perfectly observed. Sincerely, I'm just happy to be here. Whenever I see people fair like me, I'm always happy. I'm very happy to be here to lead the delegation of Transparency Africa to your office. We have a program, and because of we are aware that there is a religious diversity across African region, and Nigeria has no exception. Because of that religious diversity, we have a charter of demand to always pray according to our faith. Because we have a Muslim brother here.
You're welcome.
Yes. So I just want to please crave our indulgence to please be upstanding as we pray 1 minute according to our faith to officially open this program. May Almighty God answer our prayers. Amen. You can have a seat, man. So the item 2 is introduction of the team members. We are 4. I have here Ambassador Comrade Nuruddin.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And by the special grace of God, we are expecting as they come, we introduce them. We want to bore you with that. My name is Emmanuel Stephen. I'm happy to be the leader of today's delegation. To see your beautiful, wonderful self. And the next thing is just to move to the President's message. And I will lay background to the President's message because you said something when we came in. Oh, did you know we have not met you before? Your work met us. Your track record met us.
Wow, thank you.
Yes, so we don't need to meet you to know more about you. Before this time, Transparency Africa is a global organization. We promote transparency in Africa. In Africa, and whenever I say Africa, Nigeria is no exemption. We have corrupt leaders in Africa.
Yes.
For example, the president of Cameroon has been there. Last year was celebrating 40 years on the throne. I don't know whether it's a monarchy and system of government. Africa has been a current destination as far as our organization is concerned. And we have a charter of demand to entrench transparency in Africa. You agree with me that people in National Assembly in this country, if your taxpayers' money, that's what they are calling the national cake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your taxpayers' money, that's what they are using as national cake. So without the taxpayers' money, there is nothing like national cake. So we thought it wise that instead of us as African youth, as African fathers and mothers, to be blaming that previous or past administrations as to the frustrations that confront us as far as socio-economic advancement of Africa is concerned. We can contribute our quota, and that was what we brought about Transparency Africa, to encourage, motivate, spur transparent organizations, individuals to higher productivity, while also shining away from corrupt leaders. You will never see, probably we sent those that the recipients,
Yes.
the recipient, Chief Judge of Lagos in Nigeria here, the Oni of Ife and his wife, and so many people, eminent personalities in Nigeria, are being the recipients of this Nobel Award. Because we don't want to give somebody our award and the next week we see that, I think we have some anti-graft agency, ICPC, FCC Nigeria, we want to award you and the ICPC is looking for you. I want to see your name that is found wanting. So part of the reason why we are here is because of the transparency that you have touched in the work with, which you do. A mere background check about your organization, there's no controversy. We've had many controversial companies that they have awarded them contract, they have absconded. But as far as your name and your organization is concerned, nothing of such as is found. 2, it's because of your humility, man. That's why we are here. We've sent letters to organizations like this and they've turned us down. We are not angry with them, but in law they say there is something we call fair area, that we are saying if these can only know what we represent, we are going to project your organization after this contact that you are transparent. We are going to brand, who knows, it might increase the face value of the company, that you can deal with this company. So that's part of what we do. 3 is because we have individuals in this country who are younger than you, who older than you, working in the ministries and the MGAs, but you set up an organization to not only empower yourself, to empower others is one of the reasons we have come to celebrate you. Also, ma, number 4, we have come to celebrate you because you did not know before this award. You have not met us before.
I've not met
You have not seen us before. We did our due diligence.
Wow.
And then Mrs.Olubunmi Gbadewole is worthy of our encomium and emulation.
Thank you.
Ma, you would wonder, how come? Did you do internet? No. You have added value to someone's life who talked about you somewhere to someone to somewhere.
Wow.
And that is why we are here today.
Wow.
So, late Obafemi Awolowo said, and I quote, he said, our actions and inactions in life is like a smoke that can never be suppressed. However, how discreet we are as human beings, people always remember us for something. You know what further that the choice of what you want to be remembered for is entirely us. Something that some people now we are remembering them for corruption today. Some people we are remembering them for killings, maiming, mass murder. The Idi Amin, there's no way you can remember Idi Amin today without talking about genocide. There is no way you can remember some politicians across Africa region that you will not remember something. But yours, we have come to celebrate you as a focused person. And this token that we are going to give to you today is just to spur you to higher productivity.
Thank you.
That if you've been accelerating at a rate of 20%, your transparency index, I know every organization has that, please increase it to 40%. And if you've been accelerating at a rate of 40%, please increase it to 80%. Peradventure, you might have been accelerating at a rate of 80%. Please want to get to increase to 120%, such as we know. As you have come to celebrate you today, we have many more reasons to come and celebrate you.
Thank you.
The speech, I have to read the speech presented by the President, Nana.
Okay.
This is the speech, but I have to give a background to what we represent.
Okay.
Speech of the Executive Secretary of the Ambassador Afikunto delivered on the occasion of conferment of Transparency Africa honor on Mrs.Olubunmi Gbadewole, Managing Director / CEO, Crownbee Global Services, as Federal Republic of Nigeria. Protocols. It is with great joy that we welcome you all to this August occasion that is historical in our organization. Nigeria and Africa at large, we are here to celebrate the transparent achiever, a high-profile personality who has positively transformed lives of many in achieving their true potentials. Africa is famous for its beautiful sights and cities, unsurpassed natural wonders, dramatic coastline, amazing wildlife, luscious forests, and unforgettable architecture. The continent has a unique culture and heritage, and it is full of unbelievable, wide-ranging and beautiful places, coupled with natural and human resources far more than enough it needs to survive. Today, all these beautiful attributes of our dear continent is being threatened by corruption. How do we see corruption? We define corruption as the abuse of entrusted power for private gain. Corruption erodes trust, weakens democracy, hamper economic development, and further increases inequality, poverty, social division, and environmental crisis. Exposing corruption and holding the corrupt to account can only happen if we understand the way corruption works and the system that enables it. Corruption can happen anywhere, in business, government, the courts, the media, and the civil society across all sectors from health and education to infrastructure and sports. In the midst of all these corruption practices in Africa, we will have people with clean and clear record who have not been stained by the oil of corruption. One of these is our awardee today, Mrs.Olubunmi Gbadewole. Please a round of applause. And the CEO of Crownbee Global Services. Transparency Africa is a global initiative to totally curb the menace of corruption and promote transparency in Africa across board, both in public and private sector. Transparency Africa is a non-partisan organization working with public sector, private sector, civil societies organization, and the media to promoting transparency in Africa, which in turn will bring development to our dear continent, Africa. Transparency Africa honor is for leaders who are credible and honest in their activities and business, having carried out our critical and acid test findings. We are indeed elated to announce to all Africans that Mrs.Olubunmi Gbadewole deserves Transparency Africa honor track record from being trusted MD CEO of Crownbee Global Services is well noticed. Transparency Africa has a singular vision of creating a corrupt-free Africa, both in public and private sector, for a better Africa. Our major responsibility is promoting transparency and totality to curb corruption in Africa by 1. Engaging government for accountability and public fund. 2. Promoting transparency through democracy by mentoring and observing the electioneering processes, which we are going to do prior to 25th and beyond. Sensitization for a corrupt-free Africa, campaigning against private fund mismanagement, promoting true democracy, and last but not the least, Anti-Corruption Transparency Conference. To achieve the above spelled out objective, it is a collective task for all in Africa. Tackling the menace of corruption is not an easy task, man, but it is possible even if many feathers have to be ruffled. Therefore, request for partnership and support in reaching out and meeting our objectives for a desired Africa we all dream of. We'll appreciate all support in favor of Transparency Africa. To our awardee, Mrs.Olubunmi Gbadewole, this is a monumental honor of dignity for outstanding commitment, dedication, and inspirational leadership. It's to encourage you to higher excellence as a defender of democracy, promoter of accountability, advocate of youth empowerment and grassroots development, and of course, egalitarianism. On behalf of Transparency Africa, accept my warmest regards and congratulations.
Thank
This is
you.
the President's speech. Ma, you can see something,
Thank you so much.
item number, that's brief introduction of the team's project.
Okay.
I'll just touch the project. Part of what the project is this is also a partnership, partnering to ensure that we achieve mutual beneficial programs that will enhance the socio-economic advancement of Africa. And of course, Nigeria, because you have to, they say charity begins from home. But the fact that we are here today, whatever you want to do is to support Nigeria and to reach the far populace, which is the Africa populace. Now we have so many programs which we've done in time past. We have something called BUILD. It's an acronym, Building Undergraduates for Industrial Linkage and Development. It's a proposal. We have what we call WAVE. We do that when election is fast approaching like this. WAVE is War Against Violence in Election. It's just to sensitize Africans, especially now that's going to be in Nigeria because members in Nigeria censor to not allow the youth to be used either during, before, or after election. Something that if any of our members is found wanting in this regard, we are going to abstractly dissociate ourselves from you. And the build is, we also have a program called SAFE, Student Against Violence Everywhere. Under the Student Against Violence Everywhere, we have Student Against Illegalism, Student Against Alcoholism, Student Against Internet Scams, Student Against Money Ritual, which is prevalent in Africa. Student Against Prostitution, something that you cannot be proud of. How would you feel, madam, if I walked into this place and say, madam, I'm a Yahoo boy? Or if a lady walks in and say, I'm a prostitute, you say, this is your prostitute, has entered another level that you have. Something that you cannot be proud of. So we encourage youth to go to school, graduate, have good grades, but being a good person in the society is the most important thing. Once character is lost, everything is lost. It's just like someone with character starting off with an 100-meter race with someone with skills. Someone with skills might just take off and go, but someone with character, with consistency, the sky cannot even be the starting point. Beyond the skies. So we have so many programs that as the election is coming, we're going to print banner, print shirts, and start moving, to just contribute a quota. So that's what the endowment fund it's all about, and all these programs, all this partnership, because the partnership, because we are NGO, we can't do it on our own, and we can't do it with the corrupt people. So individuals like you who know God has blessed, spirit-gifted people like you, benevolent people, people who knows the importance of education, people who knows the importance of corruption-free society in Africa. It's people that want to identify with. So the organization has asked me to place the fund before you. The assistant done. Today, the 2nd of February 2023, will go a long way in motivating these laudable projects that we embark on. It's not exhaustive, there are so many. So we are on item 5 now. And at this juncture, I want to crave your indulgence, madam. You are the only one that is permitted to stand now. As I read your beautiful citation.
Wow.
So you and I will be standing.
Okay.
Honorary citation of Mrs.Olubunmi Mary Gbadewole, Managing Director / CEO, Crownbee Global Services Limited, and the ED of Crown Luxury Properties Nigeria Limited. Wow, that's a double major.
Thank you.
One of the world's greatest thinkers, Ralph Waldo Emerson, once said, "Greatness is a property for which no man can receive credit too soon. It must be possessed long before it is acknowledged." When he handed down the above words of wisdom, those he had in mind were certainly the likes of Mrs.Olubunmi Mary Gbadewole. In that, she is a highly resourceful and assuming gentlewoman, a philanthropist, an international business strategist, a woman of transparent honesty, a dynamic tactician, an indefatigable achiever, a woman of enviable character,
Wow.
a lover of truth, and a strategic planner. Thank you, ma'am. This enigmatic noble woman is a model of salt, elegant, humane, and confident and God-fearing. By this, we are inherently referring to the amiable and ever-focused Managing Director / CEO, Crownbee Global Services Limited. This Amazon, who is an unusual inspiration to service, humanity, and development by virtue of authenticity for details, and resilience to withstand challenges. She is also a strong personality with uncommon enthusiasm and doggedness, the Spartan quality which can only be found among few men folk. Ms. Olubunmi, who has over the years exemplified herself as a transformative Nigerian daughter, is a woman that sees Nigeria as an industrious, entrepreneurial nation, robust in growth, rich in culture, vibrant in labor, attractive for investment, and most importantly believes in the spirit of new Nigeria. Mary, who is the brain behind one of the most valuable multi-niche companies in Nigeria, and an astute businesswoman, a businesswoman of long-lasting experience in the creative industry, and of course, in the real estate industry. Ms. Olubunmi's educational accomplishment extended from primary to graduate level, and as such became an icon in the business world. Mary, who is a college of success, an object of envy, a library of positive acumen, an enigma of business development, is not only born to lead, she is also an eagle in the private world. Her administrative sagacity is never in doubt. She has proven ability to turn virtually all she touches to gold. She is directly involved in providing real estate services, professional services, and customized merchandise throughout Nigeria, and also oversees the fastest growing customer-oriented merchandise company in Nigeria. Mrs. Olubunmi has led by examples in all she's done. Her tremendous success in her industry is due to her track record, referrals, and recommendations from satisfied clients and friends. In her commitment to excellence, she has an accomplished and general and technical strength that puts her above many. Her insight, knowledge, and business expertise has earned Crownbee Global Services Limited the reputation for high-level professionalism and remarkable customer service. She understands the dynamics of interpreting and matching client needs. Mary has successfully raised the profile of Crownbee Global Services Limited, and of course this wonderful Crownbee luxury home, and worked hard to put system in place to make things function more efficiently, and she has administered her capacities very ably with utmost sincerity and second to none transparency. Mrs. Gbadewole, whose entrepreneurial prowess and developmental capabilities is second to none, is generally loved and admired by people. She is a religious and a dependable woman, a woman who achieved greatness through assiduous effort, self-will, and sheer determination, a good listener, a woman with good critical thinking skill. She is a strong advocate of unity, peace, progress of this great country, Nigeria. Mrs. Olubunmi has over the years proved herself as an effective administrator, inspiring motivator, an intelligent leader. She gets the job done unobstructively and efficiently. She communicates well and has creative ideas, which she is able to see through to completion. She has certainly set a satisfactory example of reliability, dependability, and commitment. Mrs. Gbadewole is a great manager of both human and resources. Mrs. Olubunmi has epitomized that type of business manager who has grown to become a celebrity and a front person through utter determination and unbiased love of interest. This is the story of a woman who turns trials into triumph, stumbling blocks into stepping stones, and tests into testimonies. and economic obstacles into business miracles. A woman of great intellect, an embodiment of true professionalism, a custodian of illimitable ideas, making her to have unquestionable, exceptional, and cognate experience in business management. Mary's incomparable strength of character, credibility of decency, and authenticity of services has battered outstanding volumes of track record in business, in real estate, and of course, giant strides in Nigeria. And she is, without doubt or controversy, the most deserving recipient of this prestigious award. At this juncture, I did mean you are in our program, everybody will be standing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be upstanding. As I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to introduce to you the towering, powering, incredible warrior ambassador of Nigeria and Africa, the creme de la creme of extra leadership in detribalized Nigeria, a tested and trusted merchandiser, a job creator and employer of labor, a corporate tiger, a business Caesar, a bulldozer and a walking encyclopedia, a pathfinder, a woman of quintessential character, a dexterous leader, an indefatigable achiever, a woman who have toiled day and night to develop our fatherland, a harbinger of change, an icon of hope, an aspiration to African reformer, a woman who is 10 years younger than her age, a woman who does not only bear a name as a crown, but she's also a crown to her husband.
Wow.
A 7-star transparency promoter and an epitome of business development. That woman is Mrs.Olubunmi Mary Gbadewole, the Managing Director / CEO Crownbee Global Services Limited, and of course the ED of Crown Luxury Properties Global Rating and Homes Limited. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I just want to present this token. Like I said, it's just a token. You can see that you've received more than enough of it. It's just for you to have productivity, like I said, for you not to rest on your heart. Anywhere you hang this, just know that you've been transparent, you've affected people's life positively, and of course, we are here to celebrate you. This award is destructive. What do I mean? You can just say, oh boy, just give me cutlass there, let me pieces this thing. But the spirit why we brought this award is not. So we congratulate you.
Thank you.
and want to beg you not to rest on your horse.
Okay.
Please continue to be transparent, continue to affect your generation positively. I know you will, and I know God is always there to help you. And while I was reading something online yesterday, I think this woman must be a very productive woman. I saw somebody that makes ice block, and then from there it's metamorphosed to. I said, wow, God, please give me that grace. And then the business grew, and then I was reading because I like to go through to see if it were negative information, it will be there. So I did just give credence and testimony to the fact that identify with you is identify with truth. One. Identify with you is identify with competence. Identify with you is identify with performance. Identify with you is identify with prowess for more excellence. And which we hope that by the time we are seeing you in the next couple of weeks, couple of months, we know we have more reasons to come and celebrate you.
Yes.
And by the time we want to award you the next time, we know we have confidence to invite you. This is just a partnership to start the process. We invite you to the Congress so that we now celebrate you in the presence of thousands of African youth. On behalf of our great organization, we congratulate you for this honor. Transparency Africa, achieving a corrupt-free Africa is our slogan. That's what we represent. Present Transparency Africa honor to Mrs.Olubunmi Mary Crown. I'm adding it Gbadewole, and Managing Director / CEO Crownbee Global Services. This is an acknowledgement of your transparent achievement of excellence and integrity to your leadership approach. And this is presented this day, the 2nd day of February 2022. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you done?
Thank you. I'm still enjoying.
Okay. Can you take it?
If they say I'm short of words, I am really short of words, because I thought I'm just doing my own in the secret place, not knowing that people are really watching. And it's so shocking that truly what I stand for is all that you read. Like, my staff knows, everyone around me knows. The truth is just what I stand for, and I always believe that with the truth you can get there. Diligence is what I stand for. If for everything I do all my life, every blessed day, I believe you should have a footprint in someone's life. Don't just be in a place and you are not known. Don't just be in a place and you go and somebody cannot say something about you. That's terrible. But I was just, that's why I kept smiling because I could not believe that someone can read me like I was well read like this. I struggle. I know the way my foundation was. Not that I'm not from a very good background. I'm from a very good background because I went to Gbadewole University, graduated as a medical person. But I believe that my parents' money is their money, not my money. So, and when you have that at the back of your mind, it's push you to do something and something better. I remember in this Abuja when I sold popcorn on the streets. I remember when I sold ice block. When my children were so small, we would tie the block and put in the refrigerator. I started with 1,000 naira. 1,000 grew to billions, and this is where we are today. So I've done a lot in this my short life, and because most of what I want is to be a great example for people. When I was called or when they sent the message, in fact, the person that sent disturb knows that I disturb because I was thinking it was fraud. So that was it, because I couldn't believe that. Wow, how, like me being honored and all like that with this. No, I must say thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it, and in fact it makes me to do better and to do more and more, because I'm someone that I don't see. I think that is from my father. I don't see a stumbling block, no matter how it is. I believe that this world there can be a door. So no matter the challenges around, they are just noise. Keep going further. Keep doing it. You will get there. Never knew I was going to be recognized today like this, or one day, because I felt that all the praise should go to my husband because we work together and I just always want to be behind him. So I didn't know that why being behind, why being supportive, why being giving everything, and trying to also be a woman to stand on your own and let's be an example for women, that is not just about you collecting from men and all. You can also do it, bring into what is on ground already, and that is what I stand for. I believe in gender equality, and I believe in support. I believe every woman should be empowered, and I believe that together we can make it and we can get there. Thank you so much. Thank you, Transparency Africa. This is a huge honor, and this is huge to me. Thank you. Next time it will be a better one. You will be proud that you gave somebody this award. Thank you so much.